don't really have a question.
Oh, all right, you
Specific
can make a
question anyway.
statement. In fact, as we have said many times, we are often able to actually deliver far more information to you when you make a statement rather than asking a question.
Okay, maybe it's a question.
All right.
I'm wondering if you can tell me something that I need to know about myself.
Yes.
Would you?
Would I?
Yes.
Tell you something you need to know about yourself?
Yes.
All right. No matter what you may have heard, you deserve every possible beautiful thing you can imagine in your life. How's that?
Thank you.
Did you know that already?
I did.
Did you just need it to reflect it to you?
I hear it quite often, actually. Maybe I need to absorb it and...
Maybe.
Yeah.
Do you have difficulty believing it?
No.
All right, then what do you need to do to absorb it if you already believe it?
I don't know.
I'll put it another way.
Okay.
What do you think is missing that would lead to the idea of asking us to tell you something you feel you need to hear that you don't already know? Was that a good question?
Yes.
And the answer is?
I'd have to think about that one.
All right, time's up. Why, in other words, why did you feel that what you needed to ask us was to tell you something about yourself that you needed to know as if you didn't know everything you need to know already? What do you believe might be missing? Are you afraid something might be missing?
I feel like something's missing.
You feel like something's
I feel like
missing.
I am missing something.
You are missing something.
Yes.
What could that be?
That's the question.
All right. Well, let's say it's true. You're missing something. Do you believe that at some point in your life you'll find it?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Absolutely.
Really?
Yes.
All right. Then you're not missing anything.
I knew you were going to say that. Okay. Thank you.
Remember, simply, many times individuals are simply in that last little step, unwilling to let themselves go, unwilling to let themselves surrender to the true nature of their being. Many of you stand right on the edge, right on the threshold of falling into total unconditional love with yourselves, but you just can't quite bring yourselves to believe that that's okay. It's okay. Fall in love with yourselves. You deserve it. All right?
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Oh. How have your dream communications been lately?
I've been having a lot of deja vu, which is where I have my
Deja
in my
vu. Do you
dreams.
know what that is?
A harmonization of different realities.
When they talk about the idea of space-time, talk about time in a certain way that it is always relentlessly marching to the future. The forward arrow of time. They say, well, it only goes forward. There is no reverse arrow of time. Well, there is. Reverse arrow of time is responsible for what you call memory. And it is also that when you are truly at the center of yourself, truly at the center of your being, truly at the center of your reality, you can sometimes experience both the forward and reverse arrows of time simultaneously, standing in the very center of that flow. That's why deja vu is, you know what's about to happen because it already did. Forward arrow of time, reverse arrow of time, overlapping. That means you are standing in the very center of your being, of the creational matrix of your being, at the nexus of where you create your reality from, to give yourself the ability to know that at that moment when you experience that, you are totally unlocked from any particular conception, preconception, misconception, or direction or orientation, and you can decide in that moment when you are free floating between the arrows of time where and when you will choose to crystallize your direction of creation. Sound exciting?
Absolutely.
All right, so the next time you allow yourself to experience deja vu, know in that moment that you can thus impose upon that free-flowing moment any crystalline pattern that you desire that represents the vision and the image of your preferred reality in all of its glory. Do you follow?
I do.
All right.
Thank you.
Now, one moment. All of you, please also remember, as we have discussed, that whatever vision your physical mind comes up with that represents your so-called ideal reality is just a symbol. It can come true that way. It can manifest exactly as you've seen it, but it does not have to. It is an energy symbol that represents the vibrational state you prefer. Then, once you have the symbol, let it go. Completely let it go. Do not insist it must manifest that way, the way your physical mind has seen it. Because your physical mind is not capable of imagining what your higher mind is capable of bringing you that could be many times greater than what the physical mind imagined. As we have said, what to the physical mind is the ceiling, to the higher mind is the floor. Let it go up from there and simply take its cue from the energy represented in the vision, in the image, and bring you the version of that manifestational reality that is truly representative of the best for you and all concerned, without insisting that if it doesn't happen exactly the way the physical mind saw it, that something is wrong. You follow?
Yes.
Is this exciting?
Yes, it is.
All right. Thank you very much for allowing us to reflect these ideas with you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
So do we.
Hello again.
And to you, good day.
Well, I guess my first question would be...
Speak up, speak up.
I guess my first question would be, could you elaborate more on being on the edge of, like, falling into, like, I guess, love with ourselves, I guess?
You do a lot of guessing.
Okay.
So, is that an indication that you feel like you're on the edge but are not willing to be certain about jumping off?
Yeah, I suppose.
I guess.
Oh, yes.
All right. As we have described by analogy, by illustration, many times, the idea is, in ancient times, shall we say, when you were just beginning to ponder many of these ideas, the analogy we often use is one of your old automobile engines. They were very simplistic. They could chug along. They could be filthy, dirty, covered in mud. They would still chug along because there were just a few moving parts. They could easily overwhelm any dirt, any filth. In your high-tech age, you now have these high-tolerance, high-tech engines that vibrate at high speeds and have very fine tolerances of machine parts moving in proximity to one another. The tiniest little speck of dirt getting in the way will freeze the entire operation, no matter how sophisticated the engine is. The idea of transforming negative things that are not in alignment with your true self is like one of these tiny, tiny, tiny little specks of dirt. Blowing that little speck out of the way will allow the engine to start again. So the idea is that what we are saying is that many times we perceive that many of you have these high-tech engines and you're vibrating, but you're frozen, and you're frozen by the tiniest little dust mote. It may seem to be profoundly huge to you because the whole engine is stopped. But very often, all it takes is the tiniest mote of dust to stop that gigantic engine because it's operating on such a high frequency. So, if you're that close to the edge, if you are willing to allow yourself to really push yourself and just really blow that tiny little speck out of the way, even though it may seem to be an overwhelming, fearful thing, you will find that you will be operating on that high frequency again very rapidly, and it actually didn't take that much to blow that speck away. Being on the edge is willingness to understand that you really are always, always, always just about that close to being your true self, because all it takes is a shift, a conviction, and a commitment to be and define yourself as to who you really prefer to be, regardless of anything that has ever happened to you, regardless of any so-called past patterns and habits and so on and so forth. all the processes you go through, here's the secret, all the processing you go through themselves doesn't actually make the change. You make the change when you decide to make the change. And you simply use the process as a gauge, as a barometer for when you believe you're ready to make the change. But the processes don't actually help you make the change. In fact, many times you use process as a delay mechanism to make the change. Because you can make the change at any time. And that's what we're talking about when we say you're always right on the edge, right on the threshold. All you have to do is take that one step and you'll be there. But many of you fill the distance between this and this with a whole lot of processes. Does that make some sense to you?
It does, but
Yes.
one thing about that.
Yes.
Well,
Just
first
one?
off, well, all right, there's a few.
All right.
All right, first off, I'm having a hard time finding that last little speck of dust to flick out of the way.
All right. Are you sure there is one?
Well, there's got to be something, or else I would be there.
Or else what would be happening?
I would have unconditional happiness and...
And therein lies the question. Remember what we said way at the beginning of the transmission about gauging whether you have changed based on whether the outside is changed or not? If you say you want unconditional happiness, what is preventing you from simply being unconditionally happy no matter what's going on around you? Why are you gauging the idea of whether you're happy or not on whether or not it is reflected in the outer world, which is an illusion, instead of simply knowing that you are choosing to be happy? Why? Because there is no other choice for you. What about that? What about that to remove that last speck of dust?
Okay.
Does that work?
It does, but I guess
But.
I don't suppose that's supposed to mean
When
something.
you say it does, but, that is a fancy phrase that means no. No, I don't get it. It doesn't work for me. No. So, at the very least, allow yourself to be honest and just say no instead of it does, but.
Okay. No, it doesn't.
Thank you. Why not?
I get...
Is that also too simple? Not complicated enough?
Well,
What reasons do you create for yourself to simply not be unconditionally happy in all circumstances? What rationale do you create?
well, when
I could be unconditionally happy, but...
I could be unconditionally happy, but I have trouble getting into relationships.
So what? So what?
I'd like to be in one.
Why can you not be unconditionally happy and at the same time also be exploring the idea of relationships in a variety of ways? Why are these mutually exclusive things? This is what we are talking about when we talk about how you have been hammered with definitions that don't work for you. You go, if this, then that. Why? If it's this, or it's that. Why? It can be this and that. I can be unconditionally happy and not be in a relationship for 20 years. And not know how to attract one. But I can still be unconditionally happy. They're not mutually exclusive concepts because you are making your happiness conditional on the idea of a relationship with someone. So you are putting conditions on your happiness. The relationship will not make you happy. You will make you happy, and that will be reflected in a relationship. Nothing in the outer world can make you happy. You make you happy, then it's reflected in the outer world. But the point is, to use your word, but, the point is when we say follow your excitement with integrity and without expectation, we mean it. Zero expectation. Zero. Because you don't need it. You don't need anything out there to make you happy, because nothing out there can make you happy. Only you can decide to be happy. It's a decision. That's it. It's a decision. It's a choice. And the only reason you would make the choice to be unconditionally happy is because you have no other choice. You do not prefer any other choice. So be happy no matter what's going on, and then no matter what happens, you'll be happy.
Okay.
It's really that simple. I understand that to many humans it sounds overly simplistic and not realistic.
Okay.
Depends on what reality you want. Do you prefer to be unconditionally happy?
Yes.
Then why are you placing conditions on your unconditional happiness? Remember when we said, oh yes, unconditional except for this one condition. You need to learn the meaning of the word unconditional. Unconditional. My happiness is not predicated on anything but me deciding to be happy. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Does this help?
Yes.
Are you happy? Yes, but...
I'll knock that little bit out.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. We are happy to be of help. Unconditionally happy to be of help. Because if you decide not to help yourself, we're still unconditionally happy. Because it's your reality and your choice and your decision. And we would never, ever take that away from you. That's how much we love you. Unconditionally. You are all so unconditionally loved that sometimes you are even allowed to believe that you're not unconditionally loved. That's how unconditionally loved you are. We let you believe what you wish. Otherwise, what's the point? Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, Bashar.
And are you good day?
I'm a bit nervous.
Oh, nervous. How exciting.
Yes. I'm not very fond of large groups.
Where is there a large group?
Right here?
Oh, are you standing in the middle of China?
No, not really.
Compared to the idea of certain areas on your planet, this is a relatively small group, is it not?
Yes,
Feel better?
much better.
Do remember that in reality, you're actually not standing in front of anyone but reflections of yourself. Remember, even though there are other beings, the only way you can perceive them is to create your version of them in your reality. So everything you're seeing is actually your creation. So it's your group. What are you afraid of?
Thank you.
It's like being in a hall of mirrors. Are you afraid of your reflections in the hall of mirrors? Oh no, I'm surrounded. Oh yes, it's all just me. It's all just you. In different ways, in different perspectives, that's all. So really, you're talking to yourself right now in an empty room. Does that help?
Yes.
Thank you.
So
What would you like to talk to yourself about?
So I was wondering
Yes.
about
He said to himself.
planets.
About the planets. Which planets would you be wondering about?
As I understand it, everyone is born with a set of planets. I was wondering if
Born with a set of planets. What you mean in a box somewhere in a closet?
I'm talking like in astrology, like
Well, again, the idea is to remember that when you crystallize yourself, your consciousness, into physical reality, you are certainly taking on the qualities of the particular moment of crystallized physical reality that is representative of what is going on at that moment of birth. You are solidifying and crystallizing certain kinds of ideas that are representative of your theme of exploration and your relationship in the collective agreement. So The planets, in a sense that you are talking about astrologically, are a reflection, and for those that are intuitive enough to use that particular permission slip in a certain way, they could see that how the reflections might be representative of certain energies and themes that you've decided to explore and how they might be unfolding. But remember, it's just a permission slip. It's just a reflection.
So, do the planets influence you, or
I
do
just
you
told you.
influence-
I just told you. They don't influence you. They reflect what you've already chosen. They reveal you.
I see.
They're a reflection, like anything else. Does that help?
Very much.
Oh, all right.
And I'd also like to share an experience.
By all means.
So I was, so one day I had a flat tire
Oh, all
in my
right.
car.
Yes, I
And-
assumed it was on your automobile.
Yes, in my car, yes. And so I wanted to try something out. I wanted to shift myself to a parallel reality
Yes.
where all my tires were okay.
And?
And so what I did was I imagined myself in that reality, and it happened.
Yes.
And it was pretty cool.
Yes. Very good. Congratulations. And it's whatever temperature you want it to be, cool or otherwise.
Yeah. And another question.
Yes. But that really wasn't a question, it was a statement.
Yes. Okay. So in my childhood,
Yes.
I was
Which
also,
is still going on.
I was always fascinated by aliens.
Yes.
I was drawing pictures, and I was
Yes.
just always fascinated by it.
Oh, all
so
right.
I was,
We are fascinated by them too.
because we are aliens too. It's for you.
No.
Oh, we're family.
Yes. We are extraterrestrial, but we are not alien to you because we are part of your DNA also genetically, in that we are a hybrid species. Truly alien beings look nothing like either of us. So we are extraterrestrial, but we are not alien. Dolphins are terrestrial, but alien, because they are nothing like you physiologically. You understand? That's more the idea of an alien, but we are humanoid, we are human, in that we share your human DNA, so we are very much like you. That's why we look alike. That's why we are physiologically family in that sense. But we do live on another planet, so that makes us literally not of Earth, extraterrestrial. Make sense?
Yes. And so my question, I was wondering if I was abducted.
Yes. And so it has been with your family lineage, and your DNA in that sense was actually altered in the womb of your mother.
Do I have implants?
Not as you understand the term, but you do have energy signatures that are easy to pick up, because that's simply part of the DNA alteration. You see, implants in that sense are no longer necessary when you know what to look for in a DNA frequency. And many of the children that have been born on your planet over the last 2 decades have the DNA frequency that is easy to recognize as a new, well, shall we say, species on your planet, so to speak.
So I am part of a new species?
Yes. Many people on your planet are.
Wow.
Does that help?
Yes, very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Shivai.
Shivai.
Hi, Bashar.
And to you, good day.
I was curious, is there a reason why we have different bloodlines, and especially Rh negative? And is there a relationship between that and DNA in terms of information and communication and activation?
Yes.
Could you explain
The
that?
idea, again, to remember, first of all, is that between what you call 500,000 of your years ago and 300,000 of your years ago, as you count time, genetic alteration was undertaken of the naturally evolving hominid species that existed on your Earth, grew naturally on your Earth, and it was altered by what you call extraterrestrial life forms into the form you now recognize as Homo sapien. Thus then, in some of that genetic alteration were perpetuation of extraterrestrial bloodlines, extraterrestrial genetic material that created some of the diversification in your bloodlines, but not all of it. Some of it also comes from certain changes that happened environmentally on your planet, and certain energetic changes that came with different incarnational waves of different souls from different places, to take on certain characteristics and evolve the bodies in a certain way that would be, as a culture, as a group, indicative or more conducive to certain paths of exploration. Did you understand this?
I'm kind of zoning out. I'm seeing different colors in the...
Oh, all right. We will let it go for now. We will talk about this at another time in more depth. But generally speaking, yes.
Well, is there a relationship between the blood communicating with our DNA?
Yes.
I mean...
Yes.
How is there information in our blood and then in our DNA, and then
Yes,
how do they speak to one another?
Through vibrational resonance.
Okay.
Because as the vibrational resonance changes, a different message is sent.
And why is there Rh negative?
Rh negative is indicative of a very, very specific family line that goes very far back and has a certain context with respect to a particular star system we will not go into at this time.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. There will be a brief amount of time remaining for this transmission.
Hi, Bashar. This is Brett.
Oh, all right, if you insist.
For now, anyway.
Oh, all right, for now.
When you talk about consciousness on Earth, there is the dolphin, the human, and there's also the fairy. Not many people are familiar, but it's been a part
There
of it.
are those elemental dimensional realms full of all sorts of other beings that some of you are beginning to be capable of seeing. Of course, many of them have been seen in the past when people were in the appropriate state, or they shifted their vibration to allow themselves to be seen as well.
But different than elemental consciousness, a species not unlike our own, but with a different focus.
They are not exactly a species like you. They are more of a projection of consciousness reflecting certain attributes that are similar to yours, but that's not what they are.
Yeah, okay.
They don't really look like that
No,
in
they
their own
don't.
realm.
Okay, thank
They
you.
just present themselves that way to you because that's how your brain interprets their energy. Really, you're the ones more doing it in terms of putting a shape to them. They're not even really doing it. They're not even really doing it intentionally. Your brains translate their energy in a manner you can understand and gives them their fairy shape.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So another experience, as you talked about time and the malleability of time.
Yes.
I remember about 5 years ago, I experienced that directly, and not in a meditative state, not in a, it was very fluid.
Yes.
I was contemplating something about work, so it was an intense moment emotionally for a decision I was making.
Often a trigger for
Yeah.
those kinds of shifts.
And I just turned on the TV to veg. I said I wanted to take a break.
Yes.
So watching a show for a half hour, walked into the kitchen, made a sandwich, came back, and the show had restarted.
Yes.
And I thought, oh, they made a mistake. They started rebroadcasting. Until I found out every clock in the house had turned back a half hour.
Well,
So-
not really. You
Well,
had
yes,
turned back
yeah,
a half hour.
yes. So I was back in a space and time where everything was about
Yes.
half.
Yes.
And it was, like I said, it was, to me, it was fluid.
Yes.
There wasn't a big
Yes.
shock. It was just,
Yes.
I walked back in the living room and everything was changed.
Thank you.
So,
We experience these kinds of things on a daily basis.
fantastic. Another thing I want to explain. I actually died in this physical life and made that choice to come back.
All right, congratulations. An exciting experience.
Yes, it was. I don't remember much of that. I remember
Not yet.
Not yet. So I was curious if you could say any words to me, or is it appropriate time to hear some of this?
Did you come back with a specific urge to express yourself creatively in a different way than you had before?
I think so. I came back.
as?
Well, the incident itself was I lost my heart physically.
Yes.
Was on an artificial heart for 5 months,
Yes.
and then got off it.
Yes.
And I was very creative when I was young, and I'm highly technical now, and have started companies since then.
And now you are willing to blend the two?
Yes, now's that
A
time.
more artistic technicality?
Yes, very much
All
so.
right. Thus,
So-
then, is there any particular way that this now chooses to express itself in your physical reality in terms of what you are making, what you are creating?
Is it expressing itself right now?
Yes.
I had a software company. I'm sort of expanding that, and I'm also wanting to do art in a different way. I don't know how to explain that right now.
Do art in a different way.
For me.
Anything that comes into your imagination at all that is representative of this new way that you can describe?
Yeah, there's spiritual processes I like to illustrate.
Oh,
There's,
all right. Illustrating spiritual processes. Very interesting and exciting.
The holotope, I know very much the E8 algorithm. That's part of that image itself.
Oh, all right.
So, there's a lot of places I could go when I'm exploring it. I was curious if there's anything out of that moment on the other side from the guides that they could sort of...
Are you planning to travel to Tibet?
Not just yet, no.
Is it part of your plans at all?
Traveling in the future? Yes.
To Tibet?
Tibet?
Yes,
not
Tibet.
right now. Not right now.
Why not?
It has not come into my consciousness to travel to Tibet.
If it did, would you be excited about it?
Yeah, probably.
Probably.
I get excited about travel when it comes up in
all
general.
right.
So yes, I would be excited.
Then the information we are getting from your guides is that Tibet may come up sooner than you think.
Fantastic.
Because there are patterns of resonance in Tibet that may factor into what you are doing and may inspire you to a new recognition and realization of how to approach what you're doing in a way you had not heretofore considered.
Thank you. That's what I was looking for.
Thank you.
Hi, Bashar.
And to you, good day.
Good day to you, too. I have an energy medicine company that I've had for 15 years. And we design beautiful energy, and we put it on jewelry and meditation systems. And,
all right.
And one of the things the energy does is that it protects people from negative electromagnetic energy fields, from cell phones, computers, that
For
kind of thing.
those that also allow themselves to buy into that permission slip, yes. For those that don't, no.
Fair enough.
All right, thank you. But the idea is that you are creating that as a permission slip for those who resonate with that idea according to their belief system permission slips.
Exactly.
Yes.
And one of the things that we do other things as well, different energies, but one of the things that we're doing is we've been shooting energy through this portal. It's one of our techniques, and we carry it on light.
What is the portal?
The portal is like a circle.
Made of?
Made of a wire.
A wire.
And it's a tensile field. And we shoot it through this tensile field.
Is it charged?
Well, the structure of the wire itself has an energy field. The way that it's formed, the shape,
What
form,
is it
design.
made out of?
Copper with gold plating.
All right. And so, when you shoot energy through this particular portal?
Well, we shoot it. It's a technique we have. We shoot it through the portal, and the reason we do that is it comes back to us, and it comes back to us absolutely pristine. It is impeccable. Right. And we've been shooting energy through this same portal, but what's been happening is different energies are coming back now, not the energy that we've shot through originally.
Maybe you need a new portal.
Well, we like the energy that's come back.
Oh, all right.
It's a really cool energy.
Oh, there's that temperature again.
And, well, actually, it's not exactly... Well, I haven't actually measured the temperature of the energy.
Oh, all right, but you said it was cool.
It's a great energy. And what we've been able to discern is that it is Qigong master energy from all our different measuring devices. It's a Qigong master energy.
All right.
And we're loving this energy, and we're using it for different things.
Thank you for loving your energy.
We do. We're very excited about this energy.
Thank you.
And
I can tell.
And so what my question is...
Yes.
Like we're shooting it through, and it appears to us that we're receiving gifts from the universe.
Of
different
course.
Energetic gifts.
You always are. Remember that the universe is always sending, always sending. It's up to you to open up to be receptive to what is always being sent. No invitation is necessary. No request is necessary, except that the idea of placing yourself in an attitude of grace and gratitude in what you call prayer in the present tense is aligning with an energy that allows you to become receptive of what is always being sent. So when you ask for it, it's not like it wasn't sent before that. Putting yourself in that proper state simply makes you a better receptive antenna for the energy that's already being sent. It's already present everywhere. It's not even really being sent, because that implies it's coming from somewhere to somewhere else, when in fact it simply is everywhere. because there is only here and now. Does that make sense?
Oh, it absolutely makes sense.
All right, so in that context, you are the portal. And when you become like unto, when you see that little silver, gold, circle, copper, gold, whatever you wish to make it of, circle, when you see it as a symbol of you, a reflection of you, you will also take on those qualities, and you will also be capable of receiving the energy in a variety of ways and a variety of frequencies that can be applied in your life however you prefer to apply them creatively, like a palette of color. Does that make sense?
Oh, it makes a lot of sense.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Can I have one more question?
That was a question.
Yes. Well, we're after that one. My question is actually, the energies are coming through, but is there somebody particularly that we're working with, or some
Yes.
consciousness that we're working with particularly
Yes.
that
Yes.
would like to say hello?
Yes. Hello.
And identify themselves?
No.
No, okay.
Do you know why?
I would love to know.
That would impede the process. Do you understand? Sometimes revelation or labeling of entities, identifying them in ways that you wish to wrap your human psyche around, actually slows down the work you're doing together. Because they don't need it. Why do you? They know who you are vibrationally. You know who they are vibrationally. You know what the work is vibrationally. What's in a name? You can invent a name if you wish. They won't mind. They won't care. They'll accept it in the same way I accept the word Bashar as a name, but it's not my name. I don't have a name. I'm telepathic. I don't need a name. But it is an Arabic word connected to the channel's culture that means messenger. You can give it a name. Call it Rose for all it cares. Because you know that by any other name, the energy would be just as sweet. It's up to you, in other words, is the message. Call us what you wish. Just do the work.
Well, that we are.
All right. Well, that's the most important thing. Identifying it will not really tell you what you think it will, because it will only be, in a sense, an artificial naming, because it will not really represent who and what you're actually working with in any way, shape, or form that is truly representative of that energy. It may put it in a box that you can comprehend to some degree, but you will have only snagged a very small part of it. So if you want to call it fingernail, go ahead. But you're missing 99% of the being by calling it fingernail.
Well, I think the name was the wrong word. It's lineage. Is there a special lineage that we're working with?
What, in a sense, is the difference between the concept of lineage and a name?
Well, just, you know, part of the solar system, where it's from, that kind of thing.
Where it's from.
That's all right. We don't have to continue with this.
Where are you from?
Oh, well, Earth at the present.
Thank you. Then it is operating for now within your domain to whatever degree it is poking its head in your reality. That aspect of it is taking on earth qualities, spirit qualities that are connected to earth. Wherever else it may be connected to is not important right now exactly. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
Are you sure?
Well, I think, yes. It
Are
does.
you sure?
I am sure. Well, I am sure that I'm not going to get an answer from you, so.
Really? I was actually just about to give you one, but since you're so sure you're not going to get one.
I'm sure.
Are you waiting for something?
No, I'm sure. Thank you.
You're sure. Sirius.
Seriously?
Seriously.
Okay. Thank you.
higher level, Sirius vibration, non-physical consciousness is working with you, but that's not the only thing. But we are allowed to tell you that much as a little gift.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. At this timing, we will once again extend to each and every one of you our deepest appreciation and unconditional love for allowing us to share your stories with us and our stories with you. We thank you. Shivai.